Hi everyone, this is Wilson here, and I want to show you one of my storage solutions that I've just discovered. It's actually called the Helmer, and you can find it at Ikea. It's an Ikea product. I'm in Canada, but I think there's Ikeas all over the world. The Helmer proves very, very helpful for me, and one of the first things I wanted to do with it was store my Sentinels of the Multiverse. Now, this is the only two. Well, I've got a lot of the single expansions, you know, like Unity and that sort of thing, but these are the two, the base game and the Wrath of the Cosmos. But the thing is, I've got a lot of card-heavy games, and I don't know if I'm a completionist or not, but I do like to get a lot of stuff. Anyway, the Sentinels that I had were in this box, and scattered in baggies all over the place. Now, with this little guy, the Helmer shelf, I can have everything in one place. I'll show you. We'll just have a look here. So, Sentinels are a little bit top-heavy, so I think I put them down here. You can see where there's a little place here for your labels. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to print off something like that. I'm going to scan it, I'm going to shrink it a little bit, and this will become like, you know, my Sentinels drawer. Now, I used to have Lord of the Rings living card game, like a ton of that, and that would work well for this as well. But I got out of Lord of the Rings. I've got other things that are intensive and heavy card-wise. You can see I've only just begun to fill it up now. That's my drawer for Dungeon Crawler, and that's going to fill up a lot. But let's have a look at a full drawer. So here's my Sentinels drawer. You can put it so that the drawers can't come out, and you do want to be careful with that because, well, they're full of cards. If you pull it all the way out, it could be a bit disastrous. But I have this intentionally so that you can pull it out. Because I want to have full access to everything in here. So I just threw these things on top. These are all the different instructions that come with the various sets. And the cards go in horizontally. Sorry, I'm just sitting down here. And so here we go. Now I don't have them fully organized in terms of like heroes, villains, environments, but I will get to that. I just wanted to show you what I've done here. I've used this stuff here, this plastic core stuff. I can't get a good, that's not a good example. You know, this stuff here with the little spaces in there. It's the heavy plastic stuff. So I just went and bought a huge sheet of that. Actually, I had it lying around. And I cut that up to make the dividers that are here. Of course, you cut it lower than the cards. Sorry, it's a bit tight. You cut it lower than the cards so that you can, you know, actually get to the cards and pull them out and make it easy that way. So that's how that works. Okay, so if you pull it all the way out, I guess, there we go, you can pull it out. And you can see down here, I couldn't quite fit. I've got 1, 2, 3 rows, and I was so close to getting a 4th row. I think you could, if you, instead of this hard plastic board, if you just use like a cardboard, and frankly that would be fine, because by the time you had this set up, they're not going to be bleeding over into other areas. Like, so it doesn't really matter how thick this dividing piece is. And I only need a couple of millimeters here to perfectly fit 1, 2, 3, 4. And I suspect, now I didn't get the new Kickstarter expansion. I thought about it, but there's reasons why I didn't. But if I had have, even this drawer wouldn't have been enough. But that's okay. I could have used 2 of my drawers for my Sentinels of the Multiverse. So anyway, that's how that fits. And actually, these things here that you're seeing, these spacers, those are sponges, and those come from my various Thunderstone, which is the other game I want in here. I'm going to have probably 2 full drawers of Thunderstone when this is done. So let me just put this back. So that's the Helmer. You have to assemble it yourself like every other IKEA thing. You can see how easily that slides in and out. Nothing down there yet. I don't want to make sure this is top heavy, but my Thunderstone's going to go in here as well. And as I said, I've got other games that are going to go in here. And the reason, and it's also on wheels. Now I'm on carpet, so I can't really demonstrate that very well. But it actually moves around quite nicely. I think it was 40 bucks Canadian. I suspect to be a lot cheaper in the States. There's 6 drawers here, lots of space. My thinking is that if I'm going to the cottage or if I'm going on vacation or something, I'm not bringing this box anyway, right? Like, I'm not packing that in my suitcase. I'm more likely going to find out, okay, you know, what's my current deck that I'm working through, whether it's Lord of the Rings or, you know, a couple of environments with some heroes for Sentinels. So I'm packing light, right? So the present decks, or the decks that I've built, can go in deck boxes, and everything else just simply becomes a matter of finding what you need. And I find this more inspiring. Sorry, I'm being a bit pedantic, but I'm finding this inspiring too, because I'm looking in one place, right? When I had Sentinels of the Multiverse spread out between 2 boxes, and potentially, like, you could have like 4 boxes of Sentinels of the Multiverse. Like, it's not inspiring. Like, you know, you're thinking, ugh, like the setup, like I gotta open all the boxes and I gotta figure everything out. So now I don't have to do that. I just come to my drawers, 1 or maybe 2, find what I want, and I go for it. So that's the Helmer from Ikea. So far it's working for me, but as you can see, I'm in the early stages of using it, and I thought others might like to see it in terms of a storage solution for your card-intensive games.